Athletes are prone to injury, and USAO student athletes are no exception. As athletic trainer, it's Chris Basco's job to make sure the drovers stay healthy and to help rehabilitate them when injuries do occur. He talks a little bit about his job and what brought him to USAO on this week's show. This is In the Saddle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of In the Saddle with Drover Sports. Our guest this week is athletic trainer Chris Basco. He's got an interesting background, and we're going to talk to him about what he's been doing at USAO and various sundry other things. So, Chris, thanks for coming out to the show.
Absolutely.
And you've been here for about a year, I guess, at USAO.
Correct.
All right. And your basic responsibilities are what?
Well, I take care of all the drover athletic programs from an injury standpoint, rehabilitation. I guess primary duty is to prevent, evaluate, treat, and then rehabilitate any athletic injuries we have here. And also take care of the students as well, the non-student athletes. If they tend to have problems, I bring them in and try to get them well as well.
I guess the big thing is prevent. So do you talk to all the student athletes before and during the season about how to take care of knees and things like that?
I think prevention is the key with anything. However, at this stage of the game, most of them kind of know by the time that they get here how to take care of their bodies. Basically, I just kind of always have my eyes open, and if I see something that looks potentially dangerous or something that doesn't look right, that's when I kind of step in and intervene. Now, when we get into our throwing sports, the baseball, softball stuff, absolutely. I went and talked to the baseball and softball team about specifically the pitchers, things that I wanted them doing to kind of help keep healthy shoulders and elbows out there.
I know on the baseball team, you've got one guy that's on a medical red shirt right now with he had some surgery off season. You're working with him quite a bit. Dylan Wilson, we're talking about.
Yes, sir. He comes in regularly. He's doing well, and actually we have another one, Levi Compton, who is out as well, and both of them are coming back well. Levi's a little bit ahead. I think he's actually about to be released. That had a full shoulder surgery, and I think our new facility, for those that don't know, we've moved into a new facility, what I think they used to call the fast break room. So we've got a facility now that our athletes, students can actually do some serious physical therapy in. Just really excited to promote that because it was kind of difficult to get that ball rolling. But now that we have, I think everybody is so satisfied and happy that we've got this room.
So you meet with athletes almost on a daily basis?
Absolutely, absolutely. At all home sporting events, sometimes you have to be at more than two places at once. It makes it a little bit difficult, but I have some athletic training students that kind of help me to be my eyes and ears when I'm at one location and there's more than one thing going on.
When you've got the baseball and softball team both playing at Bill Smith Ballpark, that's got to be pretty tough. So it's good to have the students available to help you out. Talk about your background a little bit and how you came to Oklahoma.
Well, originally from Louisiana, went up to Kansas, finished high school, and played 1 year of basketball at Pratt Community College. Went on and got a bachelor's degree in sports medicine at Fort Hays State, and then went back to my home state of Louisiana for a master's degree in sports administration. Worked down there for about 9 years, but while I was in Kansas, I met and married my wife. So we tried to make an attempt to get a little bit closer to her family and split the difference, and we just picked Oklahoma and have been here since '04 and really love it.
Talk about the new training room a little bit. I know you're excited about it. What all is in there?
Well, I mean, in the past we had the capacity to have 2 athletes, maybe 3 athletes in the training room at any one given time. Now I can have up to 7 athletes, 8 athletes in there. There wasn't any room for therapy. A lot of times our athletes would have to go out in the hall to do exercises that I may have prescribed them to do. Now we've actually have the opportunity to let them do everything in the room, where I can visually watch and make sure that they're doing the exercises correctly. There's more than 2 tables. There's I think 5 tables in there. So I mean, there's plenty of room for athletes to be taped, to be doing exercises, so on and so forth. Which is right now, thankfully, we've got everybody pretty much healthy. But I mean, should we ever run into a spurt where we had, you know, the need for that many, right? I think we've got the facility. I'm just very excited about it. New equipment as well, and then in the years to come, I think that we're going to be adding a few more things. Got a new bike, got what we call a rehab tree, so that people can come in and do some exercises for shoulders and arms. And a new whirlpool that was donated to us. So yeah, it's really looking up. Got a lot accomplished in a little bit of a time that I've been here, and just look forward to years to come to continue improving it.
What's the toughest thing about an athlete who's going through some rehab? I mean, I know they're probably impatient and want to get back to what they've been doing. Is that kind of tough to keep them on a smaller schedule as far as getting their injury healed correctly?
Have you talked to Johnny Uagu or something? We have a basketball player right now that it sounds like you're really talking about him. He tore his Achilles tendon first game of the year this year, and he's had surgery, and I have to keep my finger on him pretty good, because he's at that point where he's feeling pretty good, but you know, the doctor is saying be careful, and you know, he wants to be in the gym shooting a basketball and stuff, and he's just not ready for that. So yeah, that is a struggle sometimes with these guys, and they want to get back out there a little bit sooner than what they're supposed to, and trying to make them understand that we're not holding them back, but we're also looking out for their best interests. You know, my experiences so far at USAO, that they're very compliant. They do what I ask them to do, and I think that a lot of them are excited that I'm here working with them on a day-to-day basis, so that I actually come out to their practices and see what's going on, and make an attempt to get to know them each and individually. I think the big issue with that is they have to trust me, and if they never see me, they're not going to trust me. So I mean, being visual and letting them know I'm here is a big key to that, I think.
We're glad to have you on campus, and it sounds like you're doing great work out there with the new training facility and all that. So, Chris Basco, the athletic trainer for USAO, our guest on this edition of In the Saddle with Drover Sports.
Classes may be over here in CHICKASHA, but we still have sports underway, so don't miss our last few baseball and softball games. We'll see you next week on In the Saddle.
Down, up.